actually looks like shit? Because you don't listen. These are the things you need to be doing to have people asking you if your makeup was professionally done.
Look good
but in reality, you did that shit at home.
Welcome back to my series called Is It a Makeup Routine or Does It Just Look Good on Clear Smooth Skin? A series where I try out popular influencer and celebrity makeup routines to see if they work on a skin type not so much shown on social media. And Mikayla, I heard you loud and clear. I have faith in this because I know you've struggled with acne and pigmentation in the past. I actually spent my own money on her new POV skincare line, which I just prepped the skin in my previous video, just primed with the Glaze It. So I really want to see how her techniques work on my skin today. So we're going to put this routine to the ultimate test, not only application, but different lighting check and the full wear test. Come on now. She starts off with spot concealing anywhere she has pigmentation, have quite a bit of acne scarring that we will need to tackle. Totally agree with this method. It will cause you to use less foundation. I usually buff out the concealer a little bit. Mikayla very strictly said, leave it, let it dry down, and do not buff it out. I haven't used a sponge for my foundation in a long time. I'm a brush girly through and through, but we're following Mikayla's recommendations today. I think she used L'Oreal True Match. She recommended a lightweight medium coverage foundation and blended this in with her sponge right on top.
Melt it in with a damp sponge or use a brush.
Girl, I already had the sponge out, but I really want to replicate exactly what she's doing, so it's okay. Then she goes in with a cool tone contour. She uses the one from Anastasia, which when I tried out in my full day wear test on YouTube, I thought it wasn't as much for full glam looks and more so of a natural finish because it didn't wear the longest. But she does suggest using a brush, like an angled brush. This is the BK109. It's one of my favorites, and I also agree with this. Instead of swiping on the face, that will cause shifting in your makeup. I think for the nose, she did swipe it directly on. I never do this. Like, I actually never contour my nose. Maybe I should. She uses a smaller brush. Now, Mikayla, this is the one point I disagree with you on, but hey, you're a million times better at makeup than me, so who am I to say anything? I just personally don't go heavy when it comes to under eye concealer. I think she was using Tarte. This is the Tarte Creamy. It works much better on my textured skin than the original. That one did not work for me, and we're gonna use this to highlight kind of contours in a V shape here. We're gonna let this kind of sit for a couple minutes, and she does use a little brush to blend out her concealer, which is my favorite method, using the sponge to melt in the rest of it, and then that angled contour brush to just really blend everything together. Excess concealer on the eyelids. I was shocked by her blush technique, so we're dipping right in. I'm taking Patrick Tashi's Giving because it looks similar to the shade she used. She dots it on each side of the cheek and then blends up all the way like into the eye crease and up into the temple. Like, wait, that actually looks so good. She doesn't play around when it comes to concealer. She says take another lighter concealer, blend it out with a brush, and use this to also snatch the nose contour. Okay, she uses not one but 3 powders, and she actually starts off with a pressed powder, which I'm a little bit nervous about. Taking a brightening pink powder. This is from Kosas. It's the Cloud Set on a powder puff. Press the excess into the hand, and then she presses this right under the eye. We're taking Huda Beauty Easy Bake. She uses her sponge with this, which I haven't done in years. Also uses some bake the highlight on the nose. Time to powder bronze on the exterior of the face and really warm up our complexion. To bronze the center of the neck as she suggested. And then for blush, we're using Kylie Winter Kiss, which is actually one of my favorite light pink blushes, and we're just layering that blush up. And we're gonna use a finishing powder with a small fluffy brush, and we're gonna use that to kind of blend in that bake. Supposed to give that ultra blurred finish to the skin, which I've got texture and you guys know that, so we need. She does like a simple warm tone look on the eyes. I love an eyeshadow look. One thing though is I usually set my lids down. I don't think she did that, so I'm going in with the eyeshadow right on top of that excess concealer. I never use lashes anymore. To think that I would wear them every day in high school is actually crazy, but I'll commit to them today because Mikayla said so. I don't want to be yelled at again. I just start crying every time I'm yelled at, so let's not do that. It is crazy though how an inner corner liner will just completely transform the eyes. I don't even know how happy I was when she mentioned shimmer, because I just cannot finish an eye look unless I have some glitter in there. Been loving these e.l.f. singles. Not used to like finishing my eyeshadow after I'm done lashes, but it kind of did set an outline for where I want that shimmer. I say this all the time too, bottom mascara really just finishes off an eye look. And for the lips, I actually just got my order of the POV lip kits in. Then Mikayla recommends using 2 setting sprays. One to melt everything down. This is the Tier Glossy Coating Mist. Melting it does. And then I'm going to use the Milk Hydro. I'm literally almost out of this. I use it every single day. And here is the finished makeup tutorial following Mikayla's step-by-step tips. I do have some peeling peeking up around the chin area here, even though we did the skin prep, but that's just been part of my journey with Arousal, and I have found makeup routines that don't do this, so we'll see how this wears throughout the day. But first, let me show you what this looks like in different lighting. Here is the makeup away from the ring light. We can see how my texture pops up a lot more when I'm not facing that direct light. Here's the makeup in bathroom lighting. I always find this gives a really realistic look. And here's the makeup in some natural lighting as well. I have a guest on my podcast today, so I have to go run for that, but I'll check in with you guys later to show you how this lasted throughout the day. I wanted to give a little midday update. I did end up switching the lip combo, which is something that fitted me more. I did use the POV Beauty lip products. I swatched them all in a separate video for you guys. Skin did end up cracking around the mouth, which really shocked me because I did obviously use the POV skincare products, which are for skin prep specifically. I'm gonna have to try it out another day with a different foundation because I just think that L'Oreal foundation just cracks up on me naturally. I want to try it with my tried and true NARS since this one never cracks up on me. But the rest of the skin looks really nice. The blush held up really nicely. I think I'm going to do this blush technique again where I take the blush up into the eyes. I loved that. And Mikayla definitely knows what she's talking about in terms of makeup. So let me know what you think of her techniques. Remember to tell yourself something you love about your skin today. Check out my podcast, Loud Talk with Bobby, where we break down the walls of beauty standards one flaw at a time. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!